All right, are you dealing with lower back pain and do you want some relief?
Joe Carabase is here to show us the best lower back exercises to ease everyday aches and pains. Hey, Joe, how are you?
What's up, man? How you doing?
See, back
Good
pain,
to see you guys.
huge. It can be debilitating.
It is. And you know what's interesting is like 80% of low back pain is a result of something that can be corrected through the right type of modality. Now look, things like disc issues and, you know, spinal and structural things, like we can't erase that. But
Right.
we certainly can alleviate a lot of the pain associated with it. But most of the low back pain we have, for those of us who sit more than we stand, which by the way is the definition of sedentary, sitting more than you stand, which in fitness, I'm sedentary. So it's our lifestyle in 2023. So like tight hips, tight hamstrings, tight glutes, weak core, weak upper back muscles, tight T-spine. These are all things that contribute to low back pain.
I apologize. You said you're sedentary?
Because he's talking with clients all day.
Well, we're sitting more than we stand.
I mean, I look at my iPhone and I see, okay, I thought I was moving all around, but walking a couple of steps from here to the other set, like we're not really moving unless you're exercising.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, it's a different time. And so what happens, you think about sitting in a car, sleeping, all of these things compile, and so we feel low back pain. So today we're going to show you some easy things that you can do no matter where you're at. So, Scott, we're going to have you start. I want you to put this pad for your knee, so I'm a nice guy. I didn't want you to be on the ground here.
Okay.
We're going to have one knee down like this, okay? So we're going to work on some hip mobility, some psoas mobility. So psoas is kind of like up in the hip region here. That muscle get really tight, and that can cause heck on your joint. So we're going to have you keep that foot there, and now press your hips forward, but lift your chest up, lift your arms up, both arms, and drive those hips forward.
Oh, boy.
You feel that right up in there?
Stop it, Kara.
Now keep pushing those hips forward. See, we got to work on that psoas, Scott.
Push.
All right, now, Kara, we're going to work on the upper back. So upper back is something that can also cause low back pain. So we're going to do band pull-aparts. You know these.
Yep.
Arms nice and straight. And we're going to keep our arms straight, pull into the nipple line. Good. Squeeze. Now, as you're doing this, be careful not to arch that back. Squeeze your belly button. And then, Scott, well, I'm not going to have you do the lacrosse ball right now, but the lacrosse ball is a great tool. You can alleviate a lot of the tissue and tension around these major joints. So if you do have tight hips, one thing that would be good for you after you do the stretch like this or before it is to roll that area.
Roll it with just
with a lacrosse ball. So let me show you. So you're going to actually get down on the floor here.
Oh, I see.
And press into it. All right.
Yeah, that always hurts, but you're saying hurt is a good thing?
If you're soft to the touch and you feel it a lot, that means there's a lot of tissue that needs to be moved around. And I'm telling you, if you spend a few minutes a day, it'll go a long way.
Where do you put it? Like right in the center of your
Well,
hip?
really, the cool thing about rolling, tissue rolling, whether a foam roller or lacrosse ball, is it's really around the major joint and then wherever you feel it the most. Now, Scott, going to have you lie on your back.
Lie on my back.
I'm going to move this. So
This thing I like.
one of the issues that we have is a weak core is because we sit so much. So we're going to do what's called a static dead bug. So we're going to bend your knees.
Bend my knees.
Lift your feet up.
Lift my feet
You got to
up.
look
All
like
right.
a dead bug.
Arms up. Now, in this position, so his head is flat. Very important. We don't want to arch your neck here. Tuck the chin, though. And what we're going to do is activate the core by sucking the belly button to spine. And now how we'll know he's doing this right is I shouldn't be able to stick my hand in his low back. So you're creating abdominal tension and compression by bringing the belly button to the spine, squeezing as hard as you can. Imagine someone's punching you in the stomach.
Yep, I'm doing it.
Nice. I can see. That's good. Really good. And you feel that, right?
Yep.
Do you want me to do it so you don't have to imagine?
No, don't punch me, please.
Just kidding.
Good, you can stop. And so another good thing you can do, we talk about tight glutes and weak glutes. So right from here, a bridge. So this is going to open up the muscles around the low back area, up and down. Good. There we go. And now you can also lift your butt up and hold. And then a really good way to foam roll and stretch your glutes is using the foam roll, put it on the back pocket here. So we're going to go one side at a time. And I'm just going to raise my foot here, cross it over my knee. And by bringing my foot down further upon my leg, it's leveraging this position, which is stretching out my glute. And then you can even roll a little bit there. Now, this is a game changer. It might be really tight for a lot of people, but if you can get down and do some variation of it, it'll make a big impact.
Where do you get the foam roller?
Those you can get online, you
Amazon.
get anywhere, but you want to make sure you get a high density one, a good quality one.
Okay.
So, I mean, these are just a few of many. You know, another good thing to think about is your spine, your T-spine, which I don't know how much time we have, but
About a minute.
About a minute. So, a good old cat-cow you might see in yoga. So, inhale, lift the chin, and then exhale, round.
Just doing that like for a couple minutes every morning can make a difference, right?
Massive, especially in the morning is a great time to do it, but before exercise as well. And so, yeah, and even from a standing position, so like
even like when
if you're a golfer out there, so like this position right here, stay like you are. If you're a golfer, open up your T-spine, have your arms at an angle, but really hinge your hips back, soft knee in the bend. We're gonna go open up nice and slow, rotate at your middle back, not your low back. Slowly, arms out, good. And that's just creating motion. You can do this at work as well. Yeah. Because that T-spine gets really tight from all the sitting, and the more rigid we are in T-spine,
Joe can help you. He's got lots of ways to help you. If you check out his website, D, as in the letter D, finewellnesscenter.com. Right in Glastonbury, he's got ways to help you get fit and lose your pain.
Yeah, red light therapy is great for body fat reduction, but also for pain and reducing inflammation.
Yeah, okay, red light therapy. It's really.
Well, thanks for joining us. I'm just going to stay down here.
Do you need? He's fallen and he can't get up. Just kidding. Eyewitness is at 4 is right now.